once. No, but don't forget, this is Trinidad.
Kaiso, and we have to have the substance of self, not to smash the mirror, not to mash up the mirror when we look at ourselves, you know. When it is held up to us to look at ourselves critically and say, all right, that makes sense, I had to check what I'm doing, or hey, this is not what I mean, you know, I know what you all take it as, but listen, this is not my intent. Or they understanding it wrong. No, this is what I'm trying to do. This is why I do that. It's not per se for hardship. It's not because of this. This is what I intend to do. This is what is going to come. Hey, he say that, but that don't reflect what we intend or what we want. He talking out of turn. Don't worry, I will correct him so that he gets in line. As we have seen and as we have heard, our Prime Minister put people in line. We don't smash the mirror. We don't smash the Calypsonians. And I want to think, nah, they didn't try to do that. It had to be that they didn't try to do that. I want to think Roger Alexander spoke out of line when he spoke about censoring videos and do videotape. I want to think is a backward mentality from the police that now hard trying to shake it off. I want to think when they went to the family, the house where the footage was taken of the car that got shot, Joshua and Kia were shot in, that is the backward nasty police behavior that need to change, that we need to change. That's it acting that's not a reflection of where we going. The intimidation of the family, that's what it does do, that's how it does go, right? You videotape what happened. We're going to intimidate you so then when time comes for the case and the trial, you wouldn't come or you wouldn't show up, or you wouldn't verify the footage. To cover and to cover. Let us stop covering. We make mistakes. We do something wrong. Correct it. Reflect on yourself. Don't smash the mirror. Don't smash that mirror. Good morning, Helen Francis. Good morning, Terry Lyons. Good morning, Alana Sinnett. Good morning, Chuck Gordon. Good morning, Mr. Shaq. Good morning to everybody across the length and breadth. Karina Shea, Brian London. Good morning to Trinbago. Good morning, Ricky Jai. Good morning, Orlando Octave. One family, one people. Let us compensate for what is ingrained, which has been pushed, not ingrained, which has been pushed and perpetuated on us. Let us compensate for the division by ensuring unity. Let us stress unity in our actions. Let us compensate by inclusion. Good morning, Wendell Stephen. I see you doing some work with Ms. Khadija Amin and stuff. Blessings. Blessings. This is Trinbago. You could do work. You could produce. You are competent. Come do some work with us on Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, you was eating everything before. Take a break. You'll get a chance again just now. Take a break. Or take a smaller slice. Other people have to eat. This is Trinbago. One of the most critical mistakes has been, taking away that little ability that the poor man had to get money, and not substituting it with something else quickly. Yes, there have been these programs through the regional corporations taking up some numbers, and that has helped. Big up again to Miss Khadija Amin, right? Blessings to you, and blessings to the entire family, local government. Blessings. I see a Daniel come back, another blessings to everybody there who understand, who come from grassroots. Do not forget where you come from. Do not forget where you have come from. Do not let the trappings of sirens and a high pay and everybody calling you boss, 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 and blowing smoke up here. Do not let it remove you from an understanding and a love of poor people, of working class people, of struggling people. And of course, to be fair, we come from challenging times. We come from a hard time with the PNM, a hard time. And we really can't take no more hardship. But the reality is, there is this constriction in our economy. And that's why we're moving fast. That's why the Prime Minister and others moving fast, move all the red tape for these companies to come in for the greater exploitation of our non-renewable resources. That's why Miss John working, well boy, she a customer, I don't know, she made of a different blue metal from down in, which part of Tobago she from? Working hard to try to get people to come and put some money in Trinidad and Tobago. And if we all understood, if from the man who have a problem with the next man, a serious issue or whatever, if we all understood, we would at least behave ourselves for a little period of time while these things are taking place. So that the emir from wherever, the representative from Dubai, when they come, they don't have to see in the papers or just maybe hear in the news, man gunned down in St. James or in wherever, stab. Because too many times we showcase the ugly part of Trinidad. But when we ask people to come and put millions of dollars here, it is because we want them to see the beautiful part as well. And Trinidad and Tobago is beautiful. Somebody tell me on the live, she from Speyside. This is Trinbago. This is Trinbago. Don't get too bougie, you know. Don't forget our ancestors. I saying our because all of we is one. Come from cotton cane under immense pressure. To meet quotas, they used to force the women and the children to come to add it up to reach a certain amount. To survive, not to. Until our leaders, I claiming them too, until our leaders say, none of that boy, better you don't make the quota and the children stay home and go to school. Instead of coming to cut cane. And there were those who opposed that. Because they're working for the boss, and the boss only care about production, not future. So don't get too bougie now in all you. Don't walk like if you can't mash ants and you're looking down because you have been able to accumulate some money. Forget that nonsense, you know. This is Trinbago. Let us love one another. And for the Afro-Trinbagonian who come forged out of this process of pain of slavery, but have a rich history before, and have found a way to find some type of reconnection and put back pieces together after our families have been decimated through this process of slavery. After 400 years, anybody else who come here in this space and this, they have a clue. They have a clue. But they really have a clue what we went through. And what is still etched in our DNA. The trauma. Fast forward to 2026. New slavery. Imperial powers who once roamed the whole earth looking for profit and bringing pain. They ships all over again. They ships all through our waters and everywhere else. And as a people, weak in arms or whatever, rich in spirit, we are at the breaks. Like the Caribs and the Arawaks. Well, I think they say the Caribs might have stand up. We dodge in, we go in for, we hide, because we realize wicked people we're dealing with. Whose only claim to power and fame is their ability to kill and decimate and destroy. And to control through psychological warfare and all kind of, boy, they have mastered the art of war. That's all they have mastered. Not civilization. Not even production. That's with the Chinese and that's with us, that we work for them. Let us understand our time and our space. And let us stop this stupidness. None of all your nose ain't straight, and it don't matter if your nose straight. Bring it back down like you could cast sniff. Love one another. Let us bring each other, let's bring our people closer to achieve what we're trying to achieve. This is Trinbago. I think Alon Francis did it himself a little bit of an injustice for the crown by not releasing his song earlier, because as you listen to it more and you see the depth, you hear the depth of it. Whew. This is Trinbago. We take the break and we will be right back.
19 FM.
Boy, I got in an accident a while ago. I was in traffic and my car get bunks from behind.
Well, then they're wrong.
Yeah.
Well, the insurance company go fix it up.
Fix up? Huh? I make my claim the next day. And up to now, I can't hear from the insurance company. I need my car fixed.
Look, you better go to the Financial Services Ombudsman. I'm sure they can help.
Yeah, I'm going to check them now.
To resolve a complaint with your insurance company, bank, or non-bank financial institution, contact the Office of the Financial Services Ombudsman at 800-4FSO or visit www.ofso.org.tt. We can help, and our services are free.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the the Gap Pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Trinidad and Tobago. The Ministry of Culture and Community Development, Pan Tobago, and the National Carnival Commission present Carnival Lagna, the night with the champions of Carnival. Steel Pan, Mass, Calypso, and more. Join us at 7 p.m. this Saturday, February 21st at the iconic Queen's Park Savannah, Port of Spain. Get ready for a night filled with electrifying performances and unforgettable moments. Come celebrate with the champions of Carnival in an unforgettable showcase. Tickets are only $300. Available at Pan Tobago's head office, 55 Don Donald Street, Port of Spain, and Pan Tobago's website, pantobago.co.tt, or watch virtually via pay-per-view. US $30. You don't want to miss this spectacular event. Showtime, 7 p.m. this Saturday. The champions of Carnival. Sponsored by the Ministry of Culture and Community Development, Pan Tobago, the National Carnival Commission, the Tobago House of Assembly, Kenson Group, BPTT, National Flour Mills, Carib, Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Bank, and Eaton Restaurant.
Not everything has to change. At KFC, we don't change the flavor, we add more. Now, get our delicious Lent value meals so you can keep on crunching. Get a fish sandwich for $45 or fish fillet with one regular side, also $45. We give you more of the taste you love for Lent. So keep on crunching with KFC. Finger licking good.
One night, infinite memories. On Thursday, February 19th, the legends and the future legends of Calypso meet on one stage at Napa. Showtime 7 p.m. sharp. Feel the power of Sugar Aloes and Gypsy, the energy of Sherwayne Winchester and Young Brother, the passion of Tazea O'Connor and Chuck Gordon. Get ready for Dwayne O'Connor, Devon Sear, Lady Adana, Ainsley Kid, Nicholas Lucas, Rondell Donald, Sheldon Reed, Lil Bits, Zachary Ransom, Anselm Douglas, and Terry Lyle. All backed by Oral Rodriguez and the Razor Sharp Band. Hosted by Sonny Bling and Damon Melville, celebrating the legacy of Baron. The Baron. Admission just $200. Get your tickets now at the Trinity Shop in Trent City, C3 Mall in San Fernando, and Excellence City Mall. For more information, call 755-2915 or 723-4011. Get ready for Baron's Infinity Concert 2. One night, infinite memories.
Courtesy the Marshall Montano Foundation and the Ministry of Culture and Community Development.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday
from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from Kings Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back. 342-008-146-65391. I'll just touch into the daily newspapers and see what's in the headlines. Of course, there's some crime and concerning for us as a people. We have a lot of work still to do there to try to improve the way that we deal with each other. I just went to this story as well, though. We know that we are in the Lenten period and we are also in the month of Ramadan. So I had to take it easy all the while I'm fasting. But the Roman Catholic Archbishop has asked his flock to do certain things as well. The Roman Catholic Archbishop, Jason Gordon, yesterday said that while this country is heading in the wrong way of self-gratification and people believing that they should get everything they want, yeah, you tell me, I agree 100%. I said, spoiled children. Exceptions apply, but forget the exception. Look at yourself. Lent is a time for spiritual growth and having a relationship with God. Strengthen your relationship with God, Trinidad and Tobago. Check yourself. Gordon also likened the Lenten season to honeymoon time and invited people to draw closer to God. Right, so it's like a honeymoon period between you and God, a new kindling, getting to know each other again. So get to know God. Delivering the homily at the Ash Wednesday Mass yesterday at the Pro Cathedral of Our Lady of Perpetual Help in San Fernando, Gordon said, "We have been living through a very difficult time as a society, as a world community, very difficult time, where what is wrong is being defended as if it is right, where what is wrong is being defended as if it is right, where what we know we shouldn't be doing is being defended as if it is the most right thing to defend in public, where what is wrong is being defended as if it is right, where what we know we shouldn't be doing is being defended as if it is the most right thing to defend in public. We have a serious issue with trying to understand what is right and what is wrong. And that confusion is where evil lies and thrives. We are living through this difficult time where even among nations, things are happening that are just unbelievable. And I agree. And in the midst of this, Jesus, I put it in peace be upon him, he didn't say that, says, "Come back to me with all your heart." Go back to God with all your heart, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning.
And this is the first time calling in.
Welcome, welcome then. Thank you for coming, for calling.
Yes. The reason what you were not reading there, what is wrong, people defend it as if it is right. That reading is so profound and so touching. And I want to point back to the instrument that was given to our ladies during Carnival time. To me, was a very, very sad time when people look at it, and I hear on other radio stations that that is nothing because nobody in use that. They only talk, they talk. Nobody in use that on Carnival Day. Then use it. You know, people make a fuss about any and everything. Brother, it's not what we use today, but it's what will happen to us tomorrow. You know what it is, that a man giving your daughter something like that? I have 3 girl children, and for a man to give my daughter one of those things, in other words, he's telling them, go home and try this. He didn't give them that for them to use that on Carnival Day, because a person has to be crazy to use that on Carnival Day. That is something he had introduced into the females of our country. He have introduced something, which is very unnatural. And that have repercussions which will go to the actual fabric of our family. And we have to be very, very careful. I don't give thing to Carnival. I see that as a festivity of the flesh, and in a time where people are legally allowed to walk the road naked, and most of those band leaders have stripped our women. The spirit during that time is a terrible spirit where everybody says, all right, and it's good, and this is our culture. When culture does not line up with the truth, culture must go. And people will try to defend a lie, but the truth will ever prevail. I thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. Thank you. You can take me off.
Yeah, thank you very much. Right, and you make my pause raise there apart from the little air condition in the studio. my pause raise a little bit. We might like what is wrong, you know, because we are human and we are flesh, and there are things that appeal to us. And the devil, if you want to explain it, and that weakness is there. But we have to know better, and we have to do better. And if we are weak as well, and you incline and you do something wrong, don't bring it to the fore. Don't publicize it. Don't bring it in the open. Lest you draw other people into confusion to think it is right. We need to check ourselves. Good morning, KFC. Welcome.
Good morning. Blessed morning, forward.
Blessed morning to you.
In the fasting season right now.
Yeah, man.
Forward. I hear call out a PNM man to work on power 1 or 2. How much them can eat?
Yeah.
So I work so hard, campaign so hard for the UNC, and I knocking on doors and no kind of opportunities.
Hey, you're saying that, but you're getting little opportunities to KFC. You got a little opportunity the other day.
Wait.
In the Savannah.
Opportunities for what? Open up those. I deal with the truth. I knocking on doors. That same.
But you get an opportunity in the Savannah the other day.
Drop resume, this, that thing, and they. I call and then call up me to put me on the work role. That thing about the Savannah, that was a mama guy thing. Them call me after any work going ready to done.
Right.
And give me 2 days.
By next week, KFC, right? I'll connect with you during the week, the rest of the week. We'll put something. We're gonna put something in place.
As a man come from far, I cannot change my life. I have 2 lectures to see about. I was getting social development, and the last regime actually said I was working for 4 years, and that stuff I was fighting, and my MP like the blacklist me.
You hear what I now tell you?
Come up for the blacklist. I want to get blacklist. I will come up for the blacklist.
You hear what I now tell you?
Because I seen, yeah.
By the end of the week, I will contact you. We'll put something in place for next week, right? But though when you get next opportunity, hold it, right?
Yeah, I go hold it, but.
All right, so we go talk tomorrow or later today.
All the best, but yeah. We go talk,
love,
yeah.
right? Yeah, because for real, we say sometimes we want an opportunity, right? And if a small one comes to us, it may not be exactly what we want or whatever, but grasp it and do your best. And from there, you will step forward as well. I have given opportunities to people for work, and they cannot accept the opportunity. They're in a space and a mind space and a condition that they're not able. They cost me. They're costing me. It's not easy. So we also had to check ourselves. A job ain't going to be tailored to your time. If you reach there, you feel it's not a problem, and then you are based on your time, and you can't stay late. And oh gosh, G's and ages. Let us be real as a people as well. And I know there are many other people who want opportunities, and they are willing. And we must find a way to create those opportunities. And I'm saying that people are assiduously working towards creating those opportunities for everyone. And don't get vexed now if you see your brother or somebody sister, somebody else getting an opportunity maybe before you. Your turn will come. Be happy for them. Keep striving. Keep doing what you could do to survive with a good mind and a good attitude, and God will provide a way. You could complain, sometimes it's necessary also to complain. But just do so in a manner that is becoming, with respect for yourself as well. I thank God that I have the understanding that anything lawful by God to earn a living, I just do. Somebody close to me say, boy, you're a hustler. Yes, 100%. I only hustle, work, whatever, with whatever skills and with a good attitude. And if I don't know something, I will learn. As I hear something, I'm on the radio here, I learn. I had an experience and some experience before at another station a little while. But you learn. You make an effort. You do your best at whatever it is, and you make whatever God blesses you with. You try and you make it work. Fix your lifestyle to what you can afford. Fix your lifestyle to what you can afford. Don't overstretch yourself. Don't study the standards of the rich and famous. Good morning, brother. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother. Blessings to you. How are you, sir?
Hey, blessings to you. I good, man. I good.
Man, praises, man.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Fuad, I always want what is best for children today.
Yeah, man.
Regardless of who is in power.
Correct.
Right? I listen to you very carefully, and I don't always tell you that I appreciate the fact for you talk positiveness. Yes, you breed positiveness to us, and I admire that because it gives a lot of strength to me. Now, you had this thing where Trinidad is no longer blacklisted.
Yeah, from the
right?
the EU, yeah, the EU, yeah.
From the EU, yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Ford, why it is now you have the opposition and the government saying it's because of me?
What do you mean why? Everybody want the fame. This is politics. Everybody want the fame. So the citizens have to understand that and just ain't take them on too much. That is all. Good.
There's the fact I'm saying.
Whoever worked before, good job, good job. All right, all they get paid for that. Good job.
This is the point I'm making. So no, to me, I don't think it's supposed to have kudos. Like it was because of me, and the next one saying no, it's because of me. At the end of the day, it is beneficial to Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Ford, Trinidad and Tobago is the bigger picture. Is not so?
Yeah, but in the adversarial nature of politics, and in both sides, one wanting to come back and one wanting to stay and probably go again, this is how they set it up. They set it up for them to fight. There's the system.
I don't think, Mr. Ford, that I am being honest here. You could correct me. I don't think that within the 9 months the UNC is there. I don't think that they could have accomplished that in 9 months. All right? The PNM probably would have started it, and the UNC would have picked up where the PNM left off and continue it. Hence the reason we have the results that we have today. Okay, so same thing you just said, Mr. Ford. Kudos over PNM, we thank PNM for starting the process and and we were able to pick up from where they left off and You understand what I'm saying, Mr. Ford?
Yeah, man, for sure. And it's that. And Trinidad and Tobago benefit.
And this one, come on, man, Mr. Ford. Same thing we just be seeing every morning, man.
Yeah.
We push forward to positiveness. We push together with a unity. We make things better for Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago is who profits. The picture is bigger than politics. Trinidad and Tobago is benefited.
Yeah. Thank you very much, brother. Yeah, you too, man. It is important for us to see the bigger picture, to understand what is most important. And of course, for whatever political disposition, the kudos is important for them. But don't fight it and don't run it down too much. Time will tell. The people know within your society what is happening because they will feel it. They know if the little that exists, you're distributing it to the most vulnerable. Because they will see it and they will feel it. They know if you are doing a good job in curbing crime because we will feel it, we will see it. You don't have to shape our perception, we live in. Although perception management is a big part of it. Undeniable, if there were good things that were done before, finish the good things. If there were projects that were going on, complete the projects that are essential to complete so that we can derive the benefit collectively from them. If there was a program that was beneficial or aspects of a program that were beneficial, okay, you might have stopped it for whatever reason. Take the positive parts of it, create something new, and put it back into the society because it is necessary. As Helen Francis said, when you can't pay rent, when you can't buy food, when you're living without current, it's not easy. This is Trinbago. And we come through a difficult time. who feels it, knows it, it have people in Trinidad and Tobago really feeling it as well. COVID. Into PNM. Pressure. And then a little comes before election. And of course the cashing out. They cash out all the close people. Cash out. Take all the liquidity out of Trinidad. Pay themselves for all the nepotism and favoritism from before. Because they know they were going to lose as well. And leave the place dry. And Helen Francis also says he worried about the money that we're going to borrow. But what choice do we have? We balancing it up a little bit. We ask NIS, we ask people to pay some more contributions. You have to balance it a bit. We ask people who might be earning through, renting their properties, who have something already, to give a little bit less than what was asked before. Okay, you have to balance it as well. Because we're not going to the IMF to study the chain up. But we had to put some little stuff in place to try to get it together. People working day and night. Miss John from Speyside working day and night to beg people to come to Trinidad and Tobago and build things and spend their money so we could build those things. Mr. Munilal working overtime to try to get somebody to take this refinery. Sorry. 342-008-14665-391. To turn a loss, to turn a tremendous asset that is sitting, costing us, because just still protecting it and whatever costs money, everything that exists has a cost. When the hospital was there, not using, it have a cost to secure it, for whatever little maintenance and upkeep. It has a cost, and of course the cost of the loss of not using it. Good morning, Mr. West. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Ford. Sorry to disrupt your
No. You add. You don't disrupt.
I like the stance you would have taken with respect to I think I would focus more with respect to the economy, because I think that in my mind, the country has to move on. And I haven't heard much about the IMF report. And it is good to know that you touch on the economy and a lot of people in this country, and I would also include myself, I was never trained in economics. I'm not an economist. I might have done some courses in economics. But the fact remains is that a lot of people don't understand the basic economics. So that's a fact. You hear it is reflected in the way they think, the way they speak, and all that kind of thing. Right? And I'm talking about a large number of persons within the society. And if they understand the economics, they cannot connect the theory to the reality. What is actually taking place in the economy. Right? The everyday economics. They can't tie it up. They can't, connect it. And the last IMF report, that article for consultation, the report that came out, I think it gives some, encouragement. It gives some hope for the revival of the economy. And I read to some extent, maybe cursory, the comments by Mariano Brown. And he's one of the economists. I think that what people may say about him, but I'm not concerned with that. I am concerned with the ideas and what the person would have produced in their writings and whatnot.
Yeah.
The knowledge that they put forward. I've looked at Sajiwan, Dr. Indira Sajiwan Ali, and very good contribution. They're scholarly work. And in spite of the fact that I think Mariano Brown is a avowed
PNM or whatever it is, but professional in terms of his work. And that is not going to distract from the fact that from his good intent and his good work. And people must be commended. I don't want to stray too much. When you have people who are at the university and whatnot, and they make contribution towards, because they are contributing towards national development. Because people need to be educated, people need to be informed, people need to know what is happening here. If you look, you go to Barbados, you go any part of the world, the university plays a very integral part in their development. This university, to a large extent, except for people like Ghani and Professor Ghani and others, a few others, who make contribution from time to time, it's silent, it's dead. And I can say that because I have been able to pass through people like Ralph Henry and people like Pantin and BBC. I listen to people like Morgan Job and those people who, you know, they were economists in their own right. And they contributed. You have people in the case of psychiatry and that kind of thing, Bourbon and all. They were very active. Maureen Kane. All these people were always, and they were doing research. That is no longer the case. And therefore, they must be complimented for the effort that they make towards educating the people and their contribution towards national development. But I want to come back on track with respect to Mariano Brown and Indira. And the articles, and they're very succinct, and I think that what has happened over time is that they don't focus too much on or concentrate or put too much legalese and jargon and whatnot in their writing. So the ordinary man could understand and what they read. So this is what I'm saying that I don't know, probably I'm not putting any task on your back. But I know that you're quite proficient with respect to the economics to a large extent, and therefore, if you can probably put forward your understanding as to that report by the IMF. And what I got out of it, I don't want to be too long, is that we're going through difficult times.
Yeah.
There's no question about it.
No question about it.
The economy is in a bad shape. But they have, in fact, in essence, complimented or give the government a high marking, a good rating, with respect to the way they have, in fact, assessed the economy and the policies or the measures that they would have put in place in order to revive the economy.
Yeah.
They looked at it, and it's very encouraging. And what they were saying is that the economy, again, is expected to grow, not in any significant way, but meaningfully, in terms of by some 3.7% by next year and whatnot by 2027 and all that. So we are hopeful. And the question of foreign investment and foreign direct investment, we have opened up the way for such things. And therefore, the people have to know that. You have to tell the people that. And that notion, I want to stress on that. I know you will deal with that. But this question about this FATCA legislation, I sat in my porch some time ago, and I was watching the parliament. And what was at stake is the question of this blacklisting by the European Union and that bill. And I remember Saddam Hussein and whatnot, they were going through the piece of legislation, the last piece of legislation that they had a couple of weeks ago to pass in order to get clearance from the blacklist. So I don't know, but I'm saying the same Mariano Brown, I remember some years ago, he said that government is it's like a relay. One government hand over to the other, and that's how it happens internationally. That's the way it works.
Yeah.
And the fact remains is that if they didn't do it, the last government had embarked on it because it was a requirement. They had to do it. Any government would have had to do it. But the thing about it is that they would have gotten it over the line. This present government would have gotten it over the line. They didn't bring it over the line. You could run with it, but then you have to bring it over the line, and probably they were sticking with it. And it's a critical element in terms of securing foreign investment. And if you don't have investment, you can't have employment, you can't have growth, you can't get foreign exchange. So it's critical, and people have to understand it from that perspective.
Yeah.
I don't want to take too much of your time, but I know you'll delve into that in subsequent programs. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we move from just the social aspects of our society and the Archbishop trying to direct us morally and spiritually, which we have a certain level of resistance to, because we have strayed. We have strayed. We have reached a stage where we feel we can't enjoy ourselves without perversion. When the framework of morality and God-fearing gives us a certain ability to enjoy what is natural and of the flesh without crossing too many boundaries, without excess. But something wrong with the human being. You get an inch, you want a mile. You get a mile, you want 10 miles. And it is there that we destroy ourselves. That is the social, moral, and it impacts also our economic environment and the way we behave. So if our economic leaders are not willing to take a little less to ensure that the people who work for them, who work with them, who are the backbone of their economic engine, to allow them to live meaningful lives, then we destroy the whole fabric. You want to continue to grow phenomenally. You want to continue to accrue tremendous profits in a difficult economic time. You have to cut back, you have to cool it a little bit. You have to ensure that the machine, your workers, right, are comfortable and that it oil and it lubricated and it thinging. So that when things pick back up, you might be able to enjoy the phenomenal profits that you enjoyed in the past. You can't kill that which produces for you. We have crass capitalism in Trinidad. Unfettered greed. Good morning, caller. Welcome. Just turn your radio down a little bit, please.
Mr. Fuad, pleasant morning to you.
Hey, blessings, my brother. Welcome. Yeah.
Well, my little 2 cents this morning is that I just hear the gentleman say that Trinidad is in a bad place, so to speak. I doesn't see that. I see production, lack of production. I see as we get older, like if everybody want to play smart, like if everybody want to play trick, like if everybody want to work and get paid, and it's becoming worse.
Yeah, I agree there. I agree to that.
I don't know what's wrong with us where production in this country is concerned. And the politicians and them of yesterday and today continue to vote. Vote for me. Vote for me. I will make these changes, but the people, to empower them to be creative, productive. Let's look at growing this economy. I looking at Mia Morty right now in Barbados. And this woman is warning her members. It is all about production. It is all about production. We, my friends, whether you're in the hospital, I continue to say the same thing in different ways. Whether you're in the plantation field, whether you're in the barber saloon, whether all that we do, we work for the money that we get in our year.
Yeah, do the work. Not even for the money alone. Do the work for the love of what you had to do for the love of your fellow man. Do the work.
Mr. Ford, that is what you have been saying over and over and over. We adults, let we set that example now. Let me be that role model now, man. Oh gosh. You get a little work, you know, start to work, you on your phone. As the boss leaves you, you're on your phone, you're wasting time. You're not You like if you get scared about when the weekend, fortnight or month comes, you have a salary to get. Are you doing your best? And my friend, if we look at that, we are going to grow this economy so much. The Prime Minister need that help, you know.
Yeah.
She need that help. I don't know what again we ought to do to encourage the people in this country. Whether all the letters as adults, as we parents, all the let us be better role models, and that means do our job. That in itself is going to help a lot, Mr. Poor.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much for your phone and listening.
Blessings, man. Thank you very, very much. Just now, I could just leave the lines open, and I ain't bound to talk because there are people who understand it as well. Good morning, Prezi. Welcome.
Good morning, Imam Fuad Abubakar.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning, God. Oh yes, what a nice morning. I see now just coming on all in a hot season. Anyway, your program is on good, I have to say, because every program is good is what you pick out or what it is. I listening Trinidad and Tobago, and as a layman, I very frustrated because people saying they want better economics. I want to know if wanting better economics is doing evil to get it. I go into a situation where I seen coming from even global economics, because so we don't have gas and oil again as the way how it used to be long time. We ain't $1 trillion and $1 billion a society again. So we fall in, so we had to get money and we had to build back up research. But I want to know if encouraging crime to build back up research as a country is the right thing. Now, we all know that kidnapping is not a good thing. And call it what it is, we have a neighbor country that somebody in that neighbor country gets kidnapped. We, on the other hand, as a country, finding research supporting that kidnap to better research to economics, because we say, well, we want economics, we want a better financial, so we encouraging a massa to continue to do what they have to do so that we could develop. We had it, we lost it, we threw it where we do all what we had to do. Now we like some of them criminals, when the money done, I bully somebody else to get money. I'm talking like him. And in Trinidad and Tobago are starting to see we come in bullying, because I can't see a massa putting me in the middle to deal with the slave. And I just see things different because I deal with capitalism and slavery, because that's the system the world internationally living under. And I find myself as a house slave between a slave and massa. And I know to myself, we need money. We could trade with Canada, we could trade with China, we could trade internationally, we could do anything to get money. But I don't feel I want to be an enemy with my neighbor to get money. I'm talking like a layman here. And I'm talking about a politician, but I'm not a politician. But I have common sense on the ground. And I'm listening and I'm watching and analyzing and I'm seeing what kind of system we're growing. And it ain't good. I just put out there for you to understand what it look like as laymen. We plenty of us are laymen and it's not looking good. We're looking for enemy. Because nobody ain't putting me to man nothing where I facilitating a crime because I don't see me going and kidnap nobody and take away the thing and put me on top and statewide where I is and say I will control that. But Trinidad, you had to go to Trinidad to deal with the matter. I don't know if I stupid, you know. But if I stupid, then somebody this Trinidadian smart. Somewhere along this line, the Trinidadian, we not smart. We want economists. We know we want economists, but I don't feel I must walk on somebody's toe to get it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Prezi.
Because this global thing and
yeah,
a lot of things that I could say, but
yeah, I understand what you're saying 100%.
I'm not taking that kidnapping thing at the right level and nobody go just so and side with nobody for me to get help to get rich. I could do other things aside from that. So I would leave it for if I'm about others listening, don't write down, although I ain't going to call much and thing, but others listen.
Yeah, man, I know that. Thank you very much, Prezi. And I agree with you in many respects. I understand your concerns. We have talked about the global economic situation and the global power struggle that is taking place. We have spoken about the dance that smaller islands have had to take, the positions that many of them have taken. It is extremely challenging. I think we understand to some extent what our current leader is doing, and it is a difficult position. I do envy her. Whether we would take those decisions and face the consequences of whatever those decisions are is with us. But we must also understand, of course, that if we root and connect ourselves not just to pragmatism, but to belief in a higher power, which some people subscribe to, which some people don't subscribe to so much. Some people, right, are weaning in between, wavering. Then we have to understand that prosperity, even prosperity, comes from our Creator. And of course, we have to do our part in creating the prosperity and utilizing what exists here that He has blessed us with. The global position is difficult. When elephants, the African proverb is when elephants fight, the grass does get trampled. I never forgot that quotation. It was actually around the carnival time, and two big boy children looking to fight and square up, right? Two big boy children in Trinidad. You know, it's a big boy, supposedly. Rich people, right? And, I mean, I know them. And I, in my naivety, trying to be a peacemaker, I say I go in and part and stop and whatever. And one of their security guards say, hey, don't get in that. He say, when elephants fight, the grass does get trampled. Don't get in that. And I took his advice. And I think to some extent Trinidad and Tobago has been cautiously maneuvering, not saying some things, but saying too much at times. Some people talking out of line. It is tremendously difficult working with others in BRICS, working still and keeping a good relationship with China and others, but still towing a certain line with the perspectives coming from a ferocious, what is it called up there? The hawk, the eagle. It is challenging. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Morning. I had to call you here. I saw you hit the nail right on the head just now. The only way out of this situation we are in Trinidad, we have to link up with the higher power, with God. We have to link up. This battle is a battle we cannot fight in. This economic battle, we cannot fight in this battle because this battle is a deep spiritual battle. And we, flesh and blood, cannot fight spirits. And the only way we can get out of this is if we hook up with the Spirit, the Almighty, the Creator, and serve Him as the way He asks us to serve Him, and we'll get out of this.
Yeah, man.
When you see people walking the street, how they walk in our society telling us nakedness is accepted, and nakedness is an ugly thing, nakedness is sin. What you see in Carnival Day is not all go on the beach right now, and you see those people bathing naked on the beach all over the place. And those very people would not go in the gallery in the costume they will go on the beach with, or the costume they'll go carnival in carnival with. You know why? They don't want to see them. They don't want the neighbor to see them in that situation. They don't want the neighbor to see the body. But they will go on the beach in front of thousands of people, go and participate in front of thousands of people, and let the whole world see how they will have denigrated themselves, especially our leaders, our matriarchs.
Yeah.
Brother,
Yeah. I hear you, brother.
The only way we can get out of that is when we hook up with the higher power, the Creator.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. That is truth. To humiliate a woman, you would strip her down. You know, to humiliate us back in the day, in the terrible position that we were in of slavery, they would brutalize you, they would strip you down, beat you, you know, and we need to recalibrate as well. We need to recalibrate as well. Good morning, caller.
Assalamu alaikum, dear brother.
Wa alaikum salam. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Want to wish you Ramadan Mubarak.
Hey, thank you very much, and same to you, Ramadan Kareem, man. We fasting.
Yes, sir. Indeed, we fasting and purify ourselves.
Yeah, man.
Well, brother, keep up the good work, and we support you 100%.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much,
yes,
brother.
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would not have my wives stripped down to nakedness out in the street. I appreciate their beauty, flaws and all, but I would never, ever strip my wives, my sisters, my daughters, my mother down to underwear and have them in the streets. I would never. I mean, if they, in their conception, think that I don't know, is whatever they think it is, I might just respect them enough not to slap them down. Forgive me for my, I might, but I would definitely be hurt. I would be hurt by that. And I do understand there are some people who, you know, they portray mass differently, and mass wasn't always that bikini and whatever else, right? I ain't trying to go there. But maybe we should really check ourselves. And maybe it is not that money is the problem either. Because whatever we have in Trinidad and Tobago, we could make it work if we're willing to share. But maybe it is that we are not willing to share. Maybe we're greedy. Maybe we want too much. Maybe that is the problem. Too much for too little. We have work to do. Productivity is essential. Wherever you are doing whatever you are doing, do your best, Trinidad and Tobago. Take pride in what you do. Be productive. Don't just be a drain. Don't be a taker. Put in value. Give. Give. Because that is how the process and the cycle of life is. As you give, you will receive, and it flows. do not only want to receive. So back to the mundane, and as I said, you know, and one of the callers said, right, the European list of non-cooperative jurisdictions for tax purposes, we have moved off of that list. The last administration say they did some of the work, and this administration also saying, well, we have delivered it, right? Good. A lot of work is being done to try to revamp some of our industries that were once profitable. For example, refining of petroleum, of crude. And we want to support that and hope that we can realize profits therefrom. We want to be efficient. You know, there was a agency of efficiency in America. We should have an agency of efficiency. Not like America. I'm really trying to pattern some of what them just be doing, because that is somewhat of a failed society in many ways. But we need to bring efficiency to Trinidad and Tobago. We need to get people working. We have to pay people, but we also need to get people working. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Backer.
Morning, morning.
Morning. Yes, I just want to congratulate all the winners of the Carnival competitions, especially Marshall Montano on his 12th win. Created history. He did it like a boss. Marshall, thank you for all your contribution, and I hope God continue to bless you. And I saw where he has a foundation now. Well done. You see, people that's just like they're like Marshall and he this and he that. Marshall contributes, you know. Well, I'm so pleased to see he has a foundation now, so he will be helping children, underprivileged children. Last year when Marshall won his title, the road march, Marshall contributed money to QRC College, and Marshall never went there. So God has been blessing him, and I want God to continue to bless him. Marshall, you did it like a boss. All who hate him, they can't take it back from you. Have a blessed morning.
All right, blessings. You have a fan there, boy. Yeah, he has been exceptional in that area, in that scope. I actually found his song this year to have a certain level of depth as well. The meaning behind it as well. You know, I quote from it sometimes because it is common to Trinbagonians. It's not backstage is where legends are born. It's not where you just see on stage, you know, it's the work behind the scenes. And he is an incredible individual in terms of his work ethic. Work. Trinidad and Tobago. Work. Productivity. Our attitude towards work. I had to tell some youths, don't study the money. Don't tell me about negotiating a price before for more. Let me see your work now. You never worked with me before. And if there is value and I can meet you at the highest denominator and you meet me at the highest level of performance, we're going to meet there. Don't think about the money first. We have to change our mindset in Trinidad and Tobago. And this is part of the process of leadership that is essential. Let us look to those who are doing the best job with assiduous, hard work. Michelle Benjamin, great job over the carnival. You must be exhausted, and still we back to work again. Miss Jolene John, great work. The corporations, excellent work, cleanup, etc. Miss Khadija Amin, excellent job. And others that I may not have mentioned, our security services and the police as well, they were ever present, certainly in Port of Spain, dealing with the challenges that existed as well. Love to all of Trinidad and Tobago. You're only good as your last performance. Start working, please, Trinidad and Tobago. Blessings to all. Take care.
Jesus. This same Jesus, the program that puts Jesus in his rightful place in our hearts and in our homes. Let's bring church home to you. Join us every Tuesday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. with your hosts, Kempes and Kevin. Be inspired, be blessed right here on the street 91.9 FM.